Because I need to talk to him about the pottery. Kind of forgot about that.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy there.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
What? Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search? Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No. Those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said. He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I see. So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
Well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Okay. I mean, we didn't really find the plants. Or sort of, I guess. Still need to find a use for this marble fragment. It's probably part of a statue or sculpture. Definitely not this. I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with that one. Okay. Either way, we're gonna head back to the Kew Gardens. Let's do the deductions as it loads in. Okay. So... anything else? Partial theft. But the deadly plants from the exhibit. Knowledge Miss White acquired at the university. Anything else? Okay. And that's Hamish's... oh, the sect. The Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens in order to murder at a later date. Someone stole the deadly plants before the Syndicate were able to. Hamish is guilty. Okay. This is a weird way to do it. Oh wait. What's this one? If we do it this way... he's not very good at botany. It's doubtful that he could learn how the plants may release their deadly spores. Yeah, he's not that great. It really, I don't see Albert being... Interesting. It's like... The thing I find interesting about this one is the fact that there is no other conclusion.
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Let's go to Scotland Yard? I just got here though. Okay, hold on. This bugs me. Fragment from a statue. Like, there's this one thing here that I want to... Right? But... Like, there's one clue missing, and I don't want to leave without doing the one clue. Okay, hold on. We're going to skip ahead. I'm going to search around again, and we'll see whether or not I find this.
Here it is.
Oh yeah, there's that. Totally forgot about this. Where's your... Yeah, I literally do not remember where in the world she keeps... Oh! I've been passing by it the entire time. His hair?
I am curious if the marble that we found will fit this place. Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
Okay, well, I finally found it, as I was looking for something else. Watson? Okay, thank God. It's like you're about to say, you're going to be in the way. I can't have that. Okay, seriously, where... The photograph must have been in there and I just wasn't looking properly. Oh, it is in here. See, that would make more sense.
These plants, classified as shrubs or grasses, have adapted to their arid environment due to a system of underground roots.
This recording seems very long. It is unnecessary to listen to all of it. Miss White was in the laboratory, as she told us.
Okay. So that was just to establish... Okay, but I found the statue. Hold on. Oh my God. What? Oh wait.
It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Okay. Now. Is... Okay, everything is completed. In terms of that. Nothing new. No more available clues. So yeah, everything just very specifically leads to Hamish. Like there's nothing else to it, which kind of makes me think, what else is this game gonna throw at me?
Mr. Holmes.
Okay, that was actually something important. Staff room.
Inspector, I believe that Martin Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunn.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Aha, I knew it. Yes. Wait, there was a murder? You didn't know murder took place, did you? Again, was this Okay, this thing. Oh, we're heading to Kew Gardens, aren't we? I found weird out
Inspector,
how...
I came here as quickly as I could.
Martin Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Did he die? Is there an easy way to... Yeah.
Holmes, my God!
Yes, we found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Okay. There... Oh, yeah, the body's literally right here.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Instantly? Life has become a living hell. I find it unbearable. Dunn deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having his blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstances, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Farewell. Wait, something...
Holmes, his left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
Okay, so were Miss White and Albert working together in some way? The worn-down double heel of his left shoe reveals that Martin Hamish suffered from a clubfoot in tibial torsion. Hamish acted alone. Martin Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his club foot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the Colonial Collection room and activate the ventilation system. Did he have an accomplice? Talk to Lestrade. Okay. This case... Oh, Lestrade's in front of me.
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunn was locked inside the Colonial Collection room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Okay. To map. Oh, when she says the laboratory, I was thinking the seed house, but the laboratory is right here. Okay, Martin Hamish went to meet Albert in the seed house around 9:30. Oh, we're taking their various... Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning. Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10, so 10:10. Okay. Okay, it was around 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dune went to the backyard. What do you mean by the backyard? What is the backyard? The fireplace here? To the backyard. After 10 minutes, Dunn commenced his inspection and entered the dry tropics room. Hamish returned to the seed house. Okay, so around 20 minutes to 10. So 9:40. Hamish and Montague Dune went to the backyard. After 10 minutes, Dune recommenced his inspection and entered the dry tropics room. He returned to the seed house. Okay. Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40 when she saw Hamish and Albert in the water lily greenhouse and joined them there. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed that Montague Dune's will, which was around 10:30.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time. Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Okay, so it can only be either Albert is not involved, Martin, Hamish, and Albert are not accomplices, and likely that Albert would have the opportunity in 10 minutes would not have been enough to lock the door of the Colonial Collection room. Albert was Martin Hamish's accomplice. 10 minutes would have been enough for him to follow Montague. Miss White had 20 minutes. It would have been enough to trap Montague Dune. She could have locked the door and alerted Martin Hamish to activate the ventilation system. Martin Hamish and Miss White are not accomplices and likely... Okay. Can we, like, check the... She remained in the laboratory, like, the entire thing? No, you want me to either choose either or. So if it's like this, and like this, then it goes White as the accomplice. If it's this, and this, now, Hamish did it alone, which we know is not the case. Can we do all of them? What happens if we did all of them? No, okay, so it's either or for that one. The main problem here is that Albert's studies. Interesting. So we say he has knowledge. It conflicts with the opportunity somehow. I don't know. Okay, but that's like before. The knowledge Miss White acquired at the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of a deadly plant. Okay.
Cylinder.
Okay. Nothing else here? She is the closest. Okay. Hamish. Okay, so Hamish came, said hello. Went to talk to each other.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection room. He forced open the door, which means Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
I mean, just the dialogue here itself.
Perfect, Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunn.
Like, it sounds like to me the dialogue itself is saying, hey, it's her. Because the way he says it. Is there a way to move this? It'd be cool if we could move it. Okay. They talk with Albert. Heads back. And he has a conversation with her. Okay. What? Do I have to like literally play out the entire thing? Oh my god, I do. Why? There's no point. Okay, whatever. So I do think it's Miss White, just motive-wise. Also, I don't know if Albert has that much.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunn was
Also, he's the one who
poisoned
kind of
inside the
alerted
colonial collection room.
to the
He
fact
forced open the
about
door,
the murder.
which means that someone Montague Dunn.
I guess we're just gonna go with Miss White. The fact that he goes to talk to White again makes me the most suspicious. Margaret White was Martin Hamish's accomplice in killing Montague Dune. Her professional ambition and personal situation had been damaged by the breakup with Dune. Is a dangerous woman capable of carrying out elaborate murder for monetary gain. She flirted with Dune's son Albert and pushed. She deserves the rope. Actually, what does... Accomplice in killing, humiliated repeatedly by father and denied his dream, resolved to aid and abet the murder. Okay. But, is a desperate woman in debt resigning to consorting with wealthy gentlemen. When Dune cast her aside, she killed him in desperation. Hamish tried to save herself. To save her, she deserves a second chance. Yeah. I mean, considering... I'm going to condemn. We'll see. I mean, I'm hoping I'm right.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martin Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, good day to you.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martin Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you are here, and the next. You were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop! I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Oh, damn it. I didn't realize. Ah. Can I do that part again?
This is tragic, Holmes.
Are you able to do anything?
I'm afraid not. The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
I'm kind of... What does it mean by replay ending? So I was expecting like the white circle, but... So I'm kind of curious how this works. Also, I want her to live. So she can face her actions. But yeah, I was expecting the white circle, but then it was just like... It was this red thing, you had to do it very quickly. You know what? I was thinking too much. Is it supposed to be now that I'm supposed to do this? Oh, okay. So basically what happens is it takes you back here. And then okay. Because at very least I want to see how exactly this works once. So I actually don't mind screwing up in some ways, but... So I guess if you want to go and get it right. Either way, we were correct about her being the accomplice.
But Holmes...
It is...
Again, she must face her actions. She must go to jail. Can we skip?
So
dialogue? Okay, we can.
The other...
So it's about 3 times stepping forward and then she takes the poison. If I somehow fail this again, then
I beg
I'll
you
just...
not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Then she dies. I mean, there is nothing else to it. At least there's no, like...
Please remain calm.
You must time the step
We can
forwards
help you.
properly.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly
Oh, he
want to die.
gives a little nod.
No, it's too late.
Okay.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
Okay. Either way, she's still the accomplice. You know, so far... may spoil... Oh, you know what? I read this last time as it may spoil the game, as in story-wise, but... I'm not quite sure how it may spoil the game experience unless you got it wrong and then you did the replay the ending thing. Okay. Maybe that's how it means by it may spoil the game. Solve this, and then majority of us made the same choices.